chaka, hookah, 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 chaka, hookah, 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 chaka, hookah, 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 chaka, hookah, hookah.
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. When you hold me in your arms so tight, you let me know everything's alright. I'm hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Lips as sweet as candy, its taste is on my mind. Girl, you got me thirsty for another cup of wine. Got a bug from you, girl, but I don't need no cure. I just stay a victim if I can for sure. All the good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on. I'm hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. All the good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on. I'm hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. I'm hooked on a feeling, and I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. I said I'm hooked on a feeling, and I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Hooked on a feeling.
I was tired of my lady, we'd been together too long. Like a worn out recording of a favorite song. So while she lay there sleeping, I read the paper in bed. And in the personal columns, there was this letter I read. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, if you're not into yoga, if you have half a brain, if you like making love at midnight in the dunes on the Cape, then I'm the love that you've looked for. Write to me and escape. About my lady, I know that sounds kinda mean, but me and my old lady have fallen into the same old routine. So I wrote to the paper, took out a personal ad, and though I'm nobody's poet, I thought it wasn't half bad. Yes, I like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. I'm not much into health food, I am into champagne. I've got to get you by tomorrow she walked in the place, I knew her smile in an instant. I knew the curve of her face. It was my own lovely lady. And she said, oh, it's you. Then we laughed for a moment, and I said, I never knew that you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain and the feel of the ocean and the taste of champagne. If you like making love at midnight in the dunes of the Cape, you're the lady I've looked for. Come with me and escape.
Child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
Someday, yeah, we'll put it together and we'll get it undone. Someday when your head is much lighter. Of a beautiful sun. Someday when the world is much brighter.
Ooh, child, things are gonna be easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna be easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter.
Someday, put it together and we'll get it undone. Someday, someday, yeah, we'll walk in the rays of a beautiful sun. Someday, a helping hand. I'll be there on the double as fast as I can. Don't you know that there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe. Don't you know that there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough, ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough. I'm not in love, so don't forget it. It's just a silly phase I'm going through. And just because I call you up, don't get me wrong, don't think you got it made. I'm not in love, no, no. I'd like to see you, but then again, that doesn't mean you mean that much to me. So if I call you, don't make a fuss. Don't tell your friends about the two of us. I'm not in love, no, no.
Be quiet, big boys don't cry. Big boys don't cry. Big boys don't cry. Big boys don't cry.
I keep your picture upon the wall. It hides a nasty stain that's lying there. So don't you ask me to give it back. I know you know it doesn't mean that much to me. I'm not in love, no, no. Ooh, you wait a long time for me. Ooh, you wait a long time.
Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor. Whoa. What's up, Quan?
DJ Can Be.
Kingston. Let's go. Hey. Red one. Hey. Hey. Shawty got that super thing. Hotter than the sun in the south of Spain. Got me soon as I walk through the door. Oh. My pockets started tickling. The way she drop it low, that thing got me wanna spend my money on her. She get it poppin', lock it, drop it, that birthday cake. Got a candle, need to blow that crazy flame away. I take my red, black card and my jewelry. Shawty is cool like the fire, cool like fire. Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor. Whoa. I gotta cool her down. She will bring the room to ground on the dance floor. Whoa. She's fire burning on the dance floor. That little short is fire burning on the dance floor. She's fire burning on the dance floor. That little short is fire burning on the dance floor. That body is a masterpiece. The order is one in every 100 years. But ain't no doubt I'm taking it home. Oh, I'm afraid we'll blow this lane. Little mama game is about to change. She'll be on covers over the world. She get it poppin', lock it, drop it, that birthday cake. Got a candle, need to blow that crazy flame away. I take my red, black card and my jewelry. Shawty is cool like the fire, cool like fire. Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor. Whoa. I gotta cool her down. She will bring the room to ground on the dance floor. Whoa. She's fire burning on the dance floor. That little short is fire burning on the dance floor. She's fire burning on the dance floor. That little short is fire burning on the dance floor.
Just a second, it's my favorite song they're gonna play, and I cannot text you with a drink in my hand. You should've made some plans with me and knew that I was great, and now you won't stop calling me. I'm kinda busy. Stop calling, I don't wanna think anymore. Stop calling, I don't wanna talk anymore. Wanna wake you blowing up my phone won't make me leave no faster. Put my coat on faster, leave my girls on faster. I should've left my phone at home 'cause this is a disaster. Calling like a collector, sorry I cannot answer. Not that I don't like you, I'm just at a party, and I am sick and tired of my phone ringing. Sometimes I feel like I live in Grand Central Station. Tonight I'm not taking no calls 'cause I'll be dancing. Tonight I'm not taking no calls 'cause I'll be dancing. Stop calling, I don't wanna think anymore. Stop calling, I don't wanna talk anymore. Stop calling, I don't wanna think anymore.
You're in the mix with DJ Ken B.
The holidays mean something different to everyone.
So get in the car, you can ride it wherever you want. Get inside it, you wanna steer, but I'm shifting gear. I'll take it from here. Oh yeah, yeah, and it goes like this. Take me by the tongue and I know you. Kiss me till you're drunk and I'll show you all the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves. I don't need to try to control you. Look into my eyes and I'll own you. That moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. I don't need to try to control you. Look into my eyes and I'll own you. That moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. Screaming out louder, leave it on the floor, bring out the fire, and light it up, kick it up higher, gonna push it to the limit, get it up. Watch me as I dance under the spotlight, listen to the people screaming the more and more, cause I create the feeling that keep them coming back. Yeah, I create the feeling that keep them coming back, so captivating when I get it on the floor. Know y'all been patiently waiting, I know you need me, I can feel it. I'm a beast, I'm an animal, I'm that monster in the mirror. The headliner, finisher, I'm the closer, winner. That's when under pressure with seconds left I show up. You really want more, screaming out louder, leave it on the floor.
over half of gamers worry for their eyes.
It's my time, it's my life. I can do what I like for the price of a smile. I gotta take it to ride, so I keep living, cause it feels right, and it's so nice, and I do it all again this time. It's forever, it gets better, and I like how it feels. 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 So just turn it up, let me go. I'm alive, yes you know. Never stop, give me more. Cause I like how it feels. Oh yeah, I like how it feels. You know I like how it feels. Oh yeah, I like how it feels. Show me love, make us one. Let's make a beautiful world. Take my hand, it's alright. Cause tonight we can fly. So we keep living, cause it feels right, and it's so nice, and I do it all again this time. It's forever, it gets better, and I like how it feels. 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 So just turn it up, let me go. I'm alive, yes you know. Never stop, give me more. Cause I like how it feels. Oh yeah, I like how it feels. You know I like how it feels. Oh yeah, I like how it feels. You know I like how it feels. Oh yeah, I like how it feels. You know I like how it feels. Oh yeah, I like how it feels.
I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched, I let it burn. I threw your shit into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched, I let it burn. I threw your shit into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. You're on a different road. I'm in the Milky Way. You want me down on Earth, but I am up in space. You're so damn hard to please. We gotta kill this switch. You're from the 70s, but I'm a 90s bitch. I love it. I love it. I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched, I let it burn. I threw your shit into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't
DJ Can Be.
Yellow diamonds in the light, and we're standing side by side as a shadow crosses mine. What it takes to come alive. It's the way I'm feeling, I just can't deny. But I gotta let it go. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. What you've all been waiting for.
Merry Free Coffee Tuesday!
Shine a light through an open door. Love a life I will defy. Turn away 'cause I
up, up, up. Don't wake me up, 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 up. Don't wake me up, 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 up. Don't wake me up, don't wake me, don't wake me up. Don't wake me up, don't wake me.
DJ Kendi.
So much life in the city, you won't believe. Been away for some days now, no time to sleep. If your heart is a pillow, this love's the bed. Tell me what is the music inside my head. Don't wake me up, 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 up. Don't wake me up, 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 up. Don't wake me up, 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 up. Don't wake me up, don't wake me, don't wake me up. Now I know how to get down on the floor.
Who are you?
Sibelian, heir of Neltharion. And you are?
Rathian, heir of Neltharion. And I've never heard of you.
Likewise.
We'll discuss this later.
Chance to strike the definitive blow.
Do you trust me? Never let your guard down.
You can't ignore.
But something about this beat that's got me hooked.
Come over here and take a closer look. 'Cause I can't get enough. I can't get enough. I can't stay on the ground.
born from nature. Hydration that powers our every day. It's the spring.
Hey, I heard you were a wild one. Ooh, if I took you home and be a woman, show me how you do. I wanna shut down the club with you. Hey, I heard you like the wild ones, wild ones, wild ones.
Oh, I like crazy, foolish, stupid, party going wild, fist pumping music. I might lose it, glass to the roof, how we lose it, lose it, lose it. I don't care tonight, she don't care, we like almost there, the right vibe, ready to get live, ain't no surprise, take me so high, jumping those dives, surfing the crowd. Oh, said I gotta be the man, I'm the head of my band, mic check 1, 2. Shut them down in the club where the Playboy does, so they all get loose, loose, out the bottle, we all get fit in again tomorrow. Gotta break rules, cause that's the motto, club shut down, 100 supermodels.
Hey, I heard you were a wild one. Ooh, if I took you home and be a woman, show me how you do. I wanna shut down the club with you. Hey, I heard you like the wild ones, wild ones, wild ones. I am the wild
DJ Can Be.
Let's go.
Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. Yeah. And we gon' make you lose your mind. Woo. Everybody just have a good time. Party rock is in the house tonight. Oh. Everybody just have a good time.
I can feel it.
And we gon' make you lose your mind. Yeah. We just wanna see you shake that.
I've been getting paid $1,000 a month, if not more, just from this app on my phone. And I don't know if you can.
In the club, party rock. Looking for your girl, she on my jock, huh? Now stop when we in the spot. Booty moving weight like she on the block. With a drink, I got to know. Tight jeans tattoo, cause I'm rock. Half black, half white, diamond now. Gang of money, open up.
Yeah, I'm running through these halls like Drano. I got that devilish flow, rock and roll, no halo. We party rock. Yeah, that's the crew that I'm repping on a rise to the top. No lead in our Zeppelin. Hey,
party rock is in the house tonight. Woo! Everybody just have a good time.
Yeah,
and we gon' make you lose your mind. Everybody just have a good time.
Let's go.
Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody.
Something is wrong here. This cannot be. The stone is cracked?
Father broke his oath, and with that the stone broke as well.
We must repair it.
The Forge of the Earth Warder is close. It is possible.
Never let your guard down.
Ours is a solemn burden. Victory in...
These Jaredin have been looting the Citadel. Perhaps they have taken the fragments. I shall assist you in the search.
Please, I would like to accompany you as well. My knowledge of this Citadel could be of much use.
every day I'm shuffling. Shuffling, shuffling. Shuffling, shuffling. Shuffling, shuffling. Showers, popping in the club, we light it up. 8 hour, I said champagne showers, champagne showers. Popping in the club, we light it up. 8 hour. Let the party rock. Put your hands up, everybody just dance up. We came to party rock, so flash your titties like Mardi Gras. Huh? They call me Red Food. I walk in the club with a bottle or two. Shake it, spread on a body or two. Then walk out the party with a hottie or two. Oh, I'm gonna get you wet. I'm gonna make you sweat. A night you won't forget. Showers, popping in the club, we light it up. 8 hour, I said champagne showers, champagne showers. Popping in the club, we light it up. 8 hour. Let the party rock. Boom, guess who stepped in the room? Sky blue, red, full and gold. Keep the butter rockin' from 9 till noon. And it's about to be a champagne monsoon. Baby girl, you look legit. Come to my table and take a sip. Open wide cause we spraying it. 56 bottles ain't paid for shit. I'm gonna get you wet. I'm gonna make you sweat. A night you won't forget. Showers, popping in the club, we light it up. 8 hour, I said champagne showers, champagne showers. Popping in the club, we light it up. 8 hour, 8 hour.
Party people! Now I want you to grab your bottles, put them up in the air. Now shake, shake, shake that bottle and make it. Make it. untamable, but you never know. Make one move, you run out of control. Come on, danger girl, let me volunteer. I'm all bulletproof, let's get out of here. Shawty, you're the one, but incognito. Kill the lights, let's get loose on the floor. She's a lady, I wanna know. Kinda chick, out of control. She's a diva and she knows why the club goes wild. She's an animal. She's a lady, I wanna know. Kinda chick, out of control. She's a diva and she knows why the club goes wild. She's an animal.
I got a rocket full of love, I know it's crazy. Way you move that ass, baby, not too fast. Go feel my blast. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. I'm party animal, I make you move.
She's creeping in through your back door. Silent killer queen, looking out for ya. She's invincible, never let you go. Cause tonight she'll be out on patrol. Come on, danger girl, let me volunteer. I'm all bulletproof, let's get out of here. Shawty, you're the one, but incognito. Still the night, let's get loose, give me more. Party animal. Party animal. She's a lady, I wanna know. Kinda chick, out of control. She's a diva and she knows why the club goes wild. She's an animal.
May not be what you think you want. I don't fit your mold of perfection. You've seen me break so many hearts, which explains your constant projection. But I know it is real, and I wanna show you, girl. But every time that I try, shut me down, shut me down, shut me down. Down, down. You shut me down, down, down. You shut me down, down, down. You shut me down, down, down. If you let me, I can go. Girl, let me love you. Girl, let beautiful, don't you know? No. Love and fire.
So that's all you need. Okay.
So guys, if you're ready, we're gonna do it in one take. Let's go.
Yeah, man. So we back in the club with our bodies rocking from side to side, side to side. Thank God the week is done. I feel like a zombie gone back to life, back to life. Hands up, yeah, suddenly we all got our hands up. No control of my body. Ain't I seen you before? I think I remember those eyes, 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 eyes. 'Cause baby, tonight the DJ got us falling in love again. Yeah, baby, tonight the DJ got us falling in love again. So dance, dance like it's the last night of your life. Life won't get you right. 'Cause baby,
feels just right now, 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 now. Gonna set the roof on fire, gonna burn this motherfucker down, 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 down. Come on, hands up. When the music drops, we both put our hands up. Put your hands on my body. Swear I've seen you before. I think I remember those eyes, 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 eyes. 'Cause baby tonight, the DJ got us falling in love again. Yeah, baby tonight, the DJ got us falling in love again, again. So dance, dance like it's the last night of your life. Life won't get you right. 'Cause baby tonight, the DJ got us falling in love again.
Awesome, don't lie. Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. Get it, baby, hope you catch that like T.O. That's how we roll. My life is a movie and you just TiVo. Mommy got me twisted like a dreadlock. She don't wrestle, but I got her in a headlock. Never do make a bedrock. Mommy on fire, so red hot. Bada bing, bada boom. Mr. Worldwide as I step in the room. I'm a hustler, baby, but that you knew. And tonight is just me and you,
Baby tonight, the DJ got us falling in love again.
Let's take over
Yeah,
the world.
baby tonight, the DJ got us falling in love. Let go, fall in love. Oh, so dance, dance like it's the last night of your life. Won't get you right. 'Cause baby tonight, the DJ got us falling in love again. Yeah, baby tonight, somebody get DJ got us falling in love again. Get your hands up, get your hands up. Come on. So dance, dance like it's the last night of your life. Life won't get you right. 'Cause baby tonight, DJ got us falling in love again. I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying, "Ayo, gotta let go." I wanna celebrate and live my life, saying, "Ayo, baby, let's go." I came to dance, 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 dance. I hit the floor 'cause that's my plans, 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 plans. I'm wearing all my favorite brands, 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 brands. Give me some space for both my hands, 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 hands. Yeah, yeah, 'cause it goes on and on and on. And it goes on and on and on. Yeah, I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying, "Ayo, gotta let go." I wanna celebrate and live my life, saying, "Ayo, baby, let's go." 'Cause we gon' rock this club, we gon' go all night, we gon' light it up like it's dynamite. 'Cause I told you once, now I told you twice, we gon' light it up like it's dynamite. I came to move, 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 move. Get out the way of me and my crew, 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 crew. I'm in the club, so I'm gonna do just what you came here to do. Yeah, yeah, 'cause it goes on and on and on. And it goes on and on and on. Yeah.
How much more in my face proof do I need?
You don't need any more proof. He has shown you enough of how he moves, what he does, and how little.
I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying, "Ayo, gotta let go." I wanna celebrate and live my life, saying, "Ayo, baby, let's go." 'Cause we gon' rock this club, we gon' go all night, we gon' light it up like it's dynamite. 'Cause I told you once, now I told you twice, we gon' light it up like it's dynamite. I'm gonna take it all. keeps on looking from left to right. Girl, come a bit closer. Look in my eyes, searching is so wrong. I missed you right. Like the time to love them and leave them and disappear right after the song. So give me the night to show you, hold you. Don't leave me out here dancing alone. You can't make up your mind. Please don't waste my time. I'm not trying to rewind. I wish our hearts could come together as one. Shawty is a eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover. 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 Oh,
Let me show you what you're missing. Paradise. With me, you're winning, girl. You don't have to roll the dice. Tell me what you're really here for. Them other guys, I can see right through you. You seem like the type to love them and leave them and disappear right after the song. So give me the night to show you and hold you. Don't leave me out here dancing alone. Can't make up your mind. Please don't waste my time. Not trying to rewind. I wish our hearts could come together as one. Shawty is a eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover. Shawty is a eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover. Shawty is a eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover. Shawty is a eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a bad chick by her toe. If she holler, if she holler, let her go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a bad chick by her toe. If she holler, let her go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover. Shawty is a eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover. Shawty is a eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover. Shawty is a eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover. You can't make up your mind. Please don't waste my time. I'm not trying to rewind. I wish our hearts could come together as one. Shawty is a eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover. Shawty is a eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover. Shawty is a eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover. Shawty is a eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover.
I know a place where the grass is really greener. Warm, wet and wild. There must be something in the water. Sipping gin and juice, laying underneath the palm trees. And then the birds break their necks, trying to creep a little sneak peek. As you could travel the world, but nothing comes close to the Golden Coast. Once you party with us, you'll be falling in love. California girls were unforgettable.
Sibelian? What is he doing? Be swift, champion! I must claim the throne now!
Young Rathian, I owe you my thanks. Your help was invaluable in securing my rightful place on the Obsidian throne.
Oh, I believe you're mistaken. This throne, this legacy, is my birthright.
No. The mistake is yours. I was anointed caretaker of this flight by Neltharion himself. So let me be clear. When all is said and done, I will be the aspect of the Black Dragon flight.
Is that so? May the worthiest dragon win.
You stand before the Black Prince. Every action has consequences. Until next time. The Black Dragon flight will be redeemed.
The Isles have a way. Despite some questionable methods, it is hard to deny Rathian's results. He has worked tirelessly to protect all creatures of Azeroth from numerous threats.
Anything interesting? He does what needs to be done. Honor and glory didn't help defeat the Shah, or rid the world of mad dragons. Rathian did.
Good day to you. Have a good one.
Daisy Dukes, bikinis on top. Sun-kissed skin so hot, we'll melt your popsicle. California girls, we're undeniable. Fine, fresh beers, we got it on lock. West Coast represent, now put your hands up. Sex on the beach. We don't mind standing our stilettos. We freak in my Jeep. Snoop Doggy Dogg on the stereo. You could travel the world, but nothing comes close to the Golden Coast. Once you party with us, you'll be falling in love. California girls, we're undeniable. Fine, fresh beers, we got it on lock. West Coast represent, now put your hands up.
California girls, man. I really wish you all could be California girls.
Stranger in my bed, there's a pounding in my head, glitter all over the room.
Yo, are you still trying to lose weight with exercise alone? Guys, it ain't gonna happen without the right diet. That's why there's Nutrisystem for Men. They deliver the right foods with the right nutrition right to you.
Pink flamingos in the pool, I smell like a mini bar. DJ's passed out in the yard, Bobby's on the barbecue. This a hickey or ruse? Pictures of last night ended up online. I'm screwed. Oh well, it's a blacked out blur, but I'm pretty sure it ruled. Damn, last Friday night, yeah, we danced on tabletops and we took too many shots. Think we kissed, but I forgot. Last Friday night, yeah, we maxed our credit cards and get kicked out of the bar, so we hit the boulevard. Last Friday night, we went streaking in the park, skinny dipping in the dark, then had a menage a trois. Last Friday night, yeah, I think we broke the law. Always say we're gonna stop. Here's Friday night, do it all again. Here's Friday night, do it all again. Trying to connect the dots, don't know what to tell my boss. Think the city towed my car, chandelier is on the floor. With my favorite party dress, warrants out for my arrest. Think I need a ginger ale, that was such an epic fail. Pictures of last night ended up online. I'm screwed. Oh well, it's a blacked out blur, but I'm pretty sure it ruled. Damn, last Friday night, yeah, we danced on tabletops and we took too many shots. Think we kissed, but I forgot. Last Friday night, yeah, we maxed our credit cards and got kicked out of the bar, so we hit the boulevard. Last Friday night, we went streaking in the park, skinny dipping in the dark, then had a menage a trois. Last Friday night, yeah, I think we broke the law. Always say we're gonna stop. Here's Friday night, do it all again. Here's Friday night, do it
Woke up on the right side of the bed. What's up with this Prince song inside my head? Hands up if you're down to get down tonight. 'Cause it's always a good time. Slept in all my clothes like I didn't care. Hopped into a cab, take me anywhere. I'm in if you're down to get down tonight. 'Cause it's always a good time.
Good morning and good night. I wake up at twilight.
It's gonna be alright.
Let's remove the space between me and you. Now rock your body. Oh, damn, I like the way that you move.
The boss is coming home today. Didn't think I was gonna make it, did you?
Never doubted it.
So give it to me. Oh, 'cause I already know what you wanna do. Here's the situation, been to every nation. Nobody's ever made me feel the way that you do. You know my motivation, given my reputation. Please excuse me, I don't mean to be rude, but tonight I'm fucking you. If I had a type, then baby, it would be you. I know you're ready. If I never lied, then baby, you'll be the truth. Here's the situation, been to every nation. Nobody's ever made me feel the way that you do. You know my motivation, given my reputation. Please excuse me, I don't mean to be rude, but tonight I'm fucking you.
Everything that you need, everything that you want, I'm on 100, wanna stunt with you. From the window to the wall, gotta give you my all. Winter or the summertime, when I get you on the springs, I'ma make you fall. You got that body that made me wanna get up on the floor just to see you dance. And I love the way you shake that ass. Turn around and let me see them pants. You stuck with me, I'm stuck with you. Let's find something to do. Please excuse me, I don't mean to be rude, but tonight I'm fucking you.
Observe the magician, stirring up something simple, something delicious, something...
tried carrying the weight of the world, but I only have 2 hands. Hope I get the chance to travel the world, but I don't have any plans. Wish that I could stay forever this young, not afraid to close my eyes. Life's a game made for everyone, and love is the prize. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know I was lost. 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 I didn't know.
proper champion.
Hey,
This is
it's
far
Ryan
from
Reynolds.
over.
As owner of Mint Mobile, my goal is to spend as little as possible on things like commercials.
The mountain top, walk on water. I got power, feel so royal. 1 second, I'ma strike for you. Diamond, platinum, no more for you. That adrenaline, never giving in. Giving up's not an option, gotta get it in. Witness, I got the heart of 20 men. No fear, go to sleep in the lion's den. That glow, that spark, that crown. You're looking at the king of the jungle now. Stronger than ever, can't hold me down. 100 miles gunning from the pitch's mouth. Straight game face, it's game day. See me running through the crowd full of melee. No trick plays, I'm Bill Gates. Take a genius to understand me.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling.
Gotta love the life that we live in.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah.
Woo!
now you are an inmate.
I was dating this girl, and I'm gonna ask her to marry me. Karen's in the hospital.
What's taking so long? You think it's bad news?
I'm suing you.
You want to hurt me?
I have a cousin. She can help you out. Trust me on this. This is my cousin. What can I do for you?
This is not good. Oh, Mother.
Take off all your clothes.
Yo, are you still trying to lose weight with exercise alone? Guys, it ain't gonna happen without the right diet. That's why there's Nutrisystem for Men. They deliver the right foods with the right nutrition right to you, including protein-packed shakes to fight hunger and new premium meals portioned for men. So stop sweating your hardcore workouts. Lose weight with 50% off when you order right now.
Not working hard. Yeah, right, picture that with a Kodak. Or better yet, go to Times Square, take a picture of me with a Kodak. Took my life from negative to positive, I just want y'all to know that. And tonight, let's enjoy life. Pitbull, Naya, Neo, that's right.
I want all of you tonight. Give me everything tonight. For all we know, we might not get tomorrow. Let's do it tonight. Let's do it tonight. Grab somebody sexy, tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight. Give me everything.
Take advantage of the night, cause tomorrow I'm off to Dubai to perform for a princess. But tonight, I can make you my queen and make love to you endless. It's insane the way the name growing, money keep flowing. Hustlers moving silent, so I'm tiptoeing. So keep blowing, I got it locked up like Lindsay Lohan. Put it on my life, baby. I'm gonna give you a ride, baby. Can't promise tomorrow, but I promise tonight. Excuse me, and I might drink a little more than I should tonight. And I might take you home with me if I could tonight. And baby, I'ma make you feel so good tonight. Cause we might not get tomorrow.
Tonight, I want all of you tonight. Give me everything tonight. For all we know, we might not get tomorrow. Let's do it tonight. Let's do it tonight. Grab somebody sexy, tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight. Give me everything.
Take advantage of the night, cause tomorrow I'm off to Dubai to perform for a princess. But tonight, I can make you my queen and make love to you endless. It's insane the way the name growing, money keep flowing. Hustlers moving silent, so I'm tiptoeing. So keep blowing, I got it locked up like Lindsay Lohan. Put it on my life, baby. I'm gonna give you a ride, baby. Can't promise tomorrow, but I promise tonight. Excuse me, and I might drink a little more than I should tonight. And I might take you home with me if I could tonight. And baby, I'ma make you feel so good tonight. Cause we might not get tomorrow.
Tonight, I want all of you tonight. Give me everything tonight. For all we know, we might not get tomorrow. Let's do it tonight.
let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. 'Cause I got a feeling.
What happens when you see it?
It's smiling at me, but not a friendly smile. The worst smile I've ever seen. It wears people's faces like masks.
Why is it that everybody else who's seen it is dead and you're alive?
You have it?
Get away from me! I am not going to keep running. I have to face it.
Smile. Rated R. Now streaming on Paramount Plus.
That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up. Let's live it up. I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Smash it. Like oh my god. Like oh my god. Jump out that sofa. Come on. Let's get oh. Fill up my cup. Drink. Mazel tov. Look at her dancing. Move it, move it. Just take it. Oh, let's paint the town. Paint the town. We'll shut it down. Shut it down. Let's burn the roof. And then we'll do it again. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Here we come. Here we go. We gotta rock. Easy come. Easy go. Now we on top. Feel the shot, body rock, rock it, don't stop. Round and round, up and down, around the clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday to Sunday. Get with us, you know what we say. Party every day, party every day, and I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel it. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. Yes, I can see you. 'Cause every girl here wanna be you. Oh, she's a diva. I feel the same and I wanna meet her. They say she low down. It's just a rumor and I don't believe them. They say she needs to slow down. The baddest thing around town. She's nothing like a girl you've ever seen before. Nothing you can compare to your neighborhood. I'm trying to find the words to describe this girl without being disrespectful. The way that booty moving, I can't take no more. Have to stop what I'm doing so I can pull her close. I'm trying to find the words to describe this girl. every girl here wanna be ya.
Join us in St. Pete this holiday season at Enchant. It's a dazzling maze of over 4 million lights and an unforgettable night with family and friends, where incredible memories and a world of Christmas wonder awaits. Enchant, presented by Hallmark Channel. Open now through New Year's Day at Tropicana Field.
Maintain the order.
Hello, I'm Patrick Stewart. Did you know that right now over 70 million people have had to leave their homes due to war and disaster?
Oh, she's a diva. I feel the same and I wanna meet her. They say she low down. It's just a room and I don't believe her. They say she needs to slow down. The baddest thing around town. She's nothing like a girl you've ever seen before. Nothing you can compare to your neighborhood. I'm trying to find the words to describe this girl without being disrespectful. The way that booty moving, I can't take no more. Have to stop what I'm doing so I can pull her close. I'm trying.
Though these life pools were once bereft of eggs, they now contain our future. Truly, the calling of my flight has been fulfilled.
I will see that these eggs are protected and loved, so that they may hatch into dragons, strong and wise.
All life is worth saving. The battle. 2 of the Oath Stones have been renewed. 3 more are needed if we are to have any hope of reclaiming our aspectral power and stopping Razagath.
you need to twist a small statue in the corner of a library, which opens a secret door and reveals a staircase leading to a large underground laboratory. Whoever used this lab had a mummified crocodile hanging from the ceiling disguised as a dragon, and a crucible where they'll have tried, almost certainly unsuccessfully, to turn lead or other metals into gold. The city's records have been thoroughly examined but contain no references to anybody building the lab. It's hard to say how old it is or who used it, but it probably dates all the way back to the days of the Inquisition. The Indian city of Delhi is ancient. There are many old buildings in the city that are said to be haunted, but none more so than the Malka Mahal. The stories of ghost sightings here go back centuries, and even today people often report seeing flickering lights inside the building late at night. The oldest parts of the Malka Mahal were built by Firuz Shah Tughlaq, Sultan of Delhi, in 1325. In 1985, a woman claiming to be called Begum Wilayat Mahal, great-granddaughter of Wahid Ali Shah, who was the last Nawab of Awadh, was given Malka Mahal by the Indian government after Prime Minister Indira Gandhi vouched for her. It later transpired that she was a fraud and had no connection to Wahid Ali Shah whatsoever. She often complained that her home was haunted and died by suicide in 1993. Malka Mahal has been closed to the public ever since, but there are videos on YouTube of ghost hunters visiting the building from 2017 onwards. They do so at their own risk, as there are signs proclaiming that intruders will be shot. Maybe that's where all the ghosts come from. Not much is known about the rock carvings on India's Kalahari Hills in Tripura, but in November 2022, local authorities decided that they might make a good tourist attraction for the region, so they started preserving and restoring them. That seems like a good reason for us to give them a look. The varied carvings include over 30 sculptures of Hindu gods, including Ganesha, Durga, and Shiva, and are thought to have been created during the 15th century. Saying who made them is far harder than working out when they were made. Both the Riang and Jamatia tribes are native to this remote area, but neither of them are thought to be likely candidates. The most convincing theory is that they were carved by Hindu soldiers sheltering from Muslim attacks in the area and made the sculptures in their idle time. The carvings have gone mostly unnoticed and unappreciated until now because of insurgency in the area and a near-total lack of serviceable roads or nearby accommodation for people wanting to visit them. Now the roads are being widened, and accommodation is being built. Perhaps more archaeologists and scientists will come to try and solve the mystery. The Madonna of the North in Norway is a notable statue for a few reasons. The biggest of which is that she's the only painted stone Madonna from the Middle Ages in the entire country. Another is that she looks almost as if she were created within the past century. Part of that can be put down to a semi-recent restoration project, prior to which she was covered in mold, which was eating away at her paint. In an effort to ensure the sculpture remained authentic, restorers used a paint recipe from the Middle Ages to go about their work. Known as the Holdhus Madonna, the statue includes the Christ child, held in the left arm of the Madonna, and writing his name on a scroll. Such depictions are rare not only in Norway but anywhere in the world. Despite being considered important by Norwegian historians, the statue itself is probably not Norwegian. It's made from a kind of sandstone that doesn't exist in Norway, and instead is more likely to have been made in Germany or the Netherlands. At some point in the distant past, it was coated in tar, possibly as an act of vandalism, and traces of the substance still cling to the statue, which also has a broken hand for reasons unknown. The Luristan bronzes first came to the world's attention during the 1930s. That's nearly a century ago now, but experts are still debating who made them. The Iron Age artifacts started to flood the antiquities markets in the 1920s and were briefly thought to be fakes, but they're not. Part of the problem was that none of the people selling them could say much about their origins, other than that they came from the vicinity of the Zagros Mountains in Iran. Experts now believe that the first of the Luristan bronzes were found by a farmer in Harsan in 1928. Rather than reporting the discovery, the farmer sold the pieces off one by one. Because of the way the artifacts were distributed, their provenance was lost, and any additional archaeological evidence that might have been gleaned from the site of their discovery was destroyed. However, the consensus opinion is that they were made somewhere between 2,700 and 3,100 years ago. The culture that made them is still unknown, but it may have been one of the area's early Indo-European groups, like the Medes, or a nomadic people like the Cimmerians. Historians and scientists in Ukraine can't agree about whether the stones in Kamin Selo arrived there via natural means, or whether they were placed there by human hands. The name Kamin Selo translates into English as Stone Village, but there was never any settlement here as far as archaeologists can tell. It covers several hectares of a forest, where large stones and boulders are distributed in a pattern that may or may not be random. Some Ukrainians call the boulders the Tracks of God or Ukraine's Stonehenge, although the latter comparison would only be valid if it could be proven that the land's ancient inhabitants had something to do with moving the boulders into position. Scientists have speculated.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds, owner of Mint Mobile. With a holiday offer I think that you're going to like. When you switch to Mint now, you'll get 3 months.
Have speculated that the stones might have been dropped here by a Scandinavian glacier, or might even be the remains of hills and mountains that were worn away by glaciers millions of years ago. If the stones were moved here by people, then we have no idea how they accomplished the task. But then again, that's true of countless ancient stone circles around the world. There's so much mystery surrounding the bulls of Guisando, which are a series of animal statues in El Tiemblo, Spain, that even the most well-educated experts can't agree on a single thing about them. The name itself is a bone of contention. Some people feel that instead of being statues of bulls, they're supposed to resemble pigs. Their origin is debated as well. Many people believe that they were built by Celtic tribes living in the Iberian Peninsula 1,800 years ago. But some scholars insist that they're actually the handiwork of bored Roman soldiers. Bulls are generally expected to have horns, which appears to be a point in favor of those who believe the sculptures to be pigs. But there are holes in the sides of each statue's head that may once have held horn ornaments. Despite their historical value, they were largely ignored until 1468, when King Henry IV of Castile and his sister Isabel signed a peace treaty at this exact location to bring a civil war to an end. The agreement became known as the Treaty of the Bulls of Guisando, and these odd works of art have enjoyed protected status ever since. We're finishing this video by visiting France to tell the story of an ancient mystery that's yet to be solved. In November 2014, archaeologists working in a mine found a statuette of a woman with some very strange physical proportions, and it's more than 23,000 years old. This is an extremely rare and extremely precious piece of Paleolithic art, and becomes the 15th in a collection of similar carvings, now known as the Venus figurines. The archaeologists were expecting to find flint tools in the area, but instead found shattered pieces of limestone, which, when put back together, formed the figurine. As is the case with the previous 14 figurines, the 5-inch tall statue has rounded breasts and buttocks, but almost no details on her face, arms, or legs. Most experts presume, based on their emphasis on the torso, that the figures have a symbolic meaning relating to fertility. But even then, there are discrepancies. Some of the figures appear to be pregnant, and others don't. Might it even be possible that these were crude self-portraits created by bored women while the men were all out hunting?
Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, and you will be the first to know when a new video comes out. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.
I just paid $96,000 to buy someone's Audible account from them. You may have heard of Audible.
When archaeologists dig into the ancient past, they're looking for information that will help us better understand the people who came before us. They're not necessarily looking to be scared by the things they discover, but they can't help be a little afraid or disturbed by some of the things they find. Here's a collection of those strange and slightly scary discoveries. 1,000 years ago in Britain, being buried face down was considered a form of punishment for immoral behavior. In May 2015, archaeologists discovered many such burials at an excavation site close to Oxford. The most surprising discovery is that of a woman who's thought to have been a nun. Immoral behavior sounds like an unlikely thing for a nun to engage in, but according to historians, she may have been buried this way because her peers thought she was sexually active. We don't know her name, but we know she lived at the Littlemore Priory Nunnery, which was founded close to the burial site in the year 1110. Historical records suggest that the nunnery was closed down during the 16th century because of the perceived immoral behavior of many of the nuns who lived there. Burying a woman face down was a punishment usually reserved for those who were suspected of being witches, so this particular nun must have really upset somebody. She's one of about 100 face-down burials in the area, but she was buried away from the rest of the group and closer to the nunnery, thus all but confirming her status as a nun. The tiara of Saitaphernes was once proudly displayed at the famous Louvre Museum in Paris, France, but is now believed to be a fake. If taken at face value, the beautiful gold tiara once belonged to Saitaphernes, a Scythian king, as seemingly confirmed by the Greek inscription on the artifact that reads, "The council and citizens of Olbia honor the great and invincible King Saitaphernes." The experts at the Louvre examined the piece and confirmed it to be around 2,300 years old, dating to a time when Saitaphernes besieged Olbia, a Greek colony, and only agreed to leave it alone when he was effectively bribed with golden artifacts like this one. A twist to the tale came in 1903, when the artist Israel Ruchamovsky turned up at the Louvre and claimed that he'd been asked to create the piece around 10 years earlier as a gift for an archaeologist. The Louvre didn't believe him at first, but he convinced them by reproducing a section of it from scratch in front of witnesses from the museum. This embarrassed the Louvre, which hid the tiara in its archives for decades before bringing it back out as part of a display called Salon of the Fakes in 1954. Let's talk about a mummy, but not an Egyptian one. Instead, let's talk about the mummy of an ancient Persian princess who was discovered in November 2000. She was dressed up in a beautiful golden crown and mask and placed inside a wooden sarcophagus. The whole sarcophagus was then placed inside a larger carved stone coffin. Helpfully, she was buried wearing a breastplate, complete with an inscription that reads, "I am the daughter of the great King Xerxes. I am Rodogune." She was the first Persian mummy ever to be found, and was said to be 2,600 years old. Here's the twist. Almost everything we just told you turned out to be a lie. Although the find was reported at face value at the time, including all of those details, it later transpired that the mummy was a fake. The grammar on the breastplate wasn't quite right, and there were anomalies in the mummification process. A further scientific study of the body showed that it had been dead for no more than 4 years at most, and died of a broken neck.
Would you believe that doing a simple 5-minute trick just once a day can raise your credit scores into the 700s and even 800s range, no matter how low your scores might be now? It's true. And if you're one of the millions of Americans with a credit score lower than you deserve, or if you're thinking of someday owning that new car, new home, building a better financial future for your family, you'll surely want to see this. You know, I implemented 3 simple steps for just 5 minutes each day, and it really raised my credit scores up high. Number 1, I started tracking my scores and reports with all 3 major credit bureaus. I had no idea how quickly my scores could change in a month. or even a week. Number 2, I made a decision to take matters into my own hands. That's not to say I don't value these experts trying to help out people who are struggling. I just decided not to settle for a bunch of outdated and hopeless advice like, just pay your bills on time and this is as good as it's gonna get. I wanted my scores to go up, not just stay the same. Number 3, I stopped listening to conventional credit wisdom and instead used a simple little known credit score trick to turn the game around in my favor. And boy, did it ever pay off. You know, I thought I took pretty good care of my credit overall, but I had no idea how one single credit mistake I'd been making ever since the day I swiped my first credit card was actually holding me back from the scores I truly deserved all these years. And within a matter of weeks after using this simple 5-minute credit trick each day, I eliminated this one mistake and my scores went up, up, up. My credit limits increased and my financial flexibility and range of motion came back. You want to see what my one mistake was? And this simple 5-minute trick I used to fix it? Click the link below this video now, and you can see the 5-minute credit trick that finally turned my financial life around. I believe the information in that video can help all Americans learn how to raise their scores, just like it helped me. And I think it can help you too. Click the link below to watch now. God bless.
Do you know what happens if you pour sugar into a carved out onion? This is a remedy as old as time. There's a good chance your great-grandmother used this one herself. Onions have anti-inflammatory and expectorant properties, so they make for a very effective cough.
Either someone stole a body to create this elaborate fake, which briefly fooled some of the world's greatest experts, or someone was killed by the people who pulled off the con. The crime has never been solved. Very few parts of the world, other than perhaps Saqqara in Egypt, have turned up as many notable archaeological discoveries as Çatalhöyük in Turkey. It's an enormous site, which will continue to be explored and excavated for several decades to come. But in September 2022, archaeologists at the site found an enormous building unlike any other in the area. It's unique in its architectural style and unusually large. Experts working at the scene believe the building to be around 8,000 years old. What makes it even stranger is that Çatalhöyük was first settled around 9,100 years ago and reached its peak only around 200 years later. By 8,000 years ago, it was thought to be in decline, which begs the questions of why this huge structure was built and what it was used for. The idea that it might have been used for religious purposes hasn't been ruled out, but it doesn't make sense to build a religious center of this size for a declining population. The same could be said for the idea of it being a social center, and yet the hearth in the middle of the building suggests that people gathered here. It's an anomaly. To the ancient Romans, laserwort could cure any illness and solve any problem. The plant, also known as silphium or silphion, even worked as a powerful aphrodisiac. Historical sources, including Pliny the Elder, claim that the final stalk of silphion in existence was consumed by Emperor Nero 2,000 years ago. That might not be true. According to a new study, the plant might still exist. Although the Romans were the biggest users of laserwort, it was also known to and used by the Greeks and the Egyptians in foods, perfume, and medicines. It's known to have grown in the Cyrene region of Libya 2,500 years ago, and might have been exclusive to the area, thus explaining how it was used up to the point of extinction. However, Professor Mahmut Miski of Istanbul University in Turkey claims to have found a living example of the plant close to Mount Hassan in his home country. We're now waiting for his claim to be verified by professional botanists. If the professor is correct and the ancient claims about the plant are true, we might be standing on the brink of a revolutionary age of medicine. Not far from the banks of the Tuul River in Mongolia, on the outskirts of the old Khitan town of Kermen-Deniz, is the Shurun Bungbagar tomb. This is one of the most important and spectacular tombs in the region, and was built for an unknown Turkic nobleman somewhere between the years 650 and 700. It was found by modern-day archaeologists in 2011 and excavated later in the same year. The tomb is enormous, comparable in both size and style to Tang Dynasty tombs. The monumental structure is over 130 feet long and 25 feet deep, but only 7 feet wide. It was unspoiled when it was discovered, and so was found to contain its original door, statues, paintings, and interior temples. The quantity and quality of the goods inside the tomb make it all the stranger that there are no inscriptions on any of the walls. The tomb is both close and contemporary to the tomb of the Turkic chief Pugu Yitu, who was a vassal of the Tang Dynasty and died in 678. But no connection between the chief and the occupant of this tomb can be proven. Frustratingly, we'll probably never even know.
Hey, give me just 1 minute and I'll show you the fastest path to begin earning a life-changing online income, leveraging nothing more than your spare time and working as little as 30 to 60 minutes per day. See, in today's crazy world, despite all the recent fear, anxiety, and
even know the occupant's name. We promised you some scary discoveries, and they don't come much scarier than this one. In September 2022, archaeologists discovered 36 headless human bodies at the site of a large Stone Age settlement in Vrabel, western Slovakia. Too much time has passed since these people were killed to determine why it happened, but historians think their deaths might have been part of a primitive cult ceremony. If so, it's a ceremony that happened somewhere around 7,250 years ago. The remains of the victims were found close in a ditch close to one of the entrances to the settlement. To make matters worse, almost all of the victims were juveniles. The full history of this settlement is unknown, but its size makes it unusual. With a total area of 20 hectares, it's larger than both Troy and Mycenae, both of which were founded and populated at around the same time. Experts think that around 1,000 people lived here during the town's peak era, and have expressed surprise that the buildings were intelligently positioned around streets in a design not unlike modern city planning. These people were clearly intelligent and sophisticated, but they were also clearly brutal. Getting inside a blue whale shouldn't be close to the top of anybody's to-do list. If you find yourself inside a whale, you're unlikely to ever find your way back out again. The exception to that is the Malm whale, which is on display in Gothenburg, Sweden. It's one of only a handful of mounted blue whales in the world, and its jaws have been permanently hinged open to allow visitors to walk inside it. Once they're in, they'll find that it's a very pleasant environment. There's even a lounge with seats and tables. The whale was beached on the rocks of Askim Bay in 1865 and slaughtered by fishermen, who probably didn't know any better. Taxidermist August Wilhelm Malm purchased the corpse and had it shipped in one piece on 3 steamboats to Gothenburg. It was then exhibited all over Europe before finding a permanent home at the Gothenburg Natural History Museum. There's probably a little irony in that, given the way that the whale ended up in the museum was anything but natural. Back in the 1930s, the Marm whale found itself at the center of a national scandal after a young couple was caught making love inside it. Many of us have wind chimes in our gardens or hanging close to our windows. That's something we have in common with the ancient Romans, who were also fond of wind chimes. The difference is that the Romans called them tintinnabuli and saw them as more than an assembly of bells that made a pleasant sound. A typical tintinnabulum would take the form of a male human figure with an enormous phallus. While we would see such sculptures as crude today, 2,000 years ago, figures like these were thought to have magical properties. A tintinnabulum was said to be capable of warding evil spirits away from family homes, nullifying the effects of curses like the evil eye, and bringing prosperity and good fortune to their owners. For those reasons, the objects were commonly hung above or close to doors. Roman soldiers even used penis amulets when they headed into battle in the hope that their dangling phalli would protect them. Although in those cases, we're fairly sure the phalli didn't chime or jingle. The idea would seem a little strange today, but when it came to good luck charms 2,000 years ago, a giant swinging phallus was hard to beat. Our next puzzle concerns not so much the existence of an artifact as it does the layers of paint that were applied to it. This is the Pachacamac idol, which was discovered many years ago in the archaeological site also called Pachacamac, 20 miles south of Lima, Peru. When the 1,200-year-old wooden statue was discovered, it was covered in flecks of dark red liquid, leading many experts to suspect or worry that it had been used in some type of blood sacrifice. A detailed examination of the object in early 2020 proved that the scientists' initial evaluation was incorrect. The red hue is actually red mercury paint, and it was once complemented by a white color to cover the statue's teeth and a yellow color to distinguish its headdress. That may not seem all that mysterious, but consider this. The closest supply of cinnabar, the red mercury paint's base, is more than 250 miles away in the Andes, far from Pachacamac. Whoever possessed the idol either carried it a spectacularly long way, or had the wealth and clout to command paint to be transported vast distances for such a seemingly trivial reason. We have no idea why somebody would do that, because we don't know what the idol represents. Back in 2011, fans of science fiction got very excited when an object that resembles a crashed spaceship was found on the bed of the Baltic Sea. To them, it looked just like the Millennium Falcon from the Star Wars movies. Scientists weren't sure what they were looking at, but they were fairly sure it wasn't a spaceship. Despite that, it took them 9 years to come up with a better answer, and not everyone is satisfied with it. In January 2020, experts declared that the object that's become known as the Baltic Sea anomaly is nothing more than a glacial deposit which was carved into the seabed as glaciers moved across it during the last ice age. The person who found it disagrees with that assessment. Peter Lindbergh, who was in charge of the Ocean X team who discovered the 70-foot-long object, says that he's seen it with his own eyes, and there's no way it could be a natural structure. He also says that when his team got close to it, all of their electrical equipment stopped working. He remains convinced that it's a spaceship, and so are many people who've studied these images. How would you feel about eating a 2,000-year-old lump of butter? We are reliably informed that it still contains plenty of flavor, despite sitting out the centuries in an Irish bog before being unearthed in 2016. And if you were feeling especially adventurous, it would still be edible. A man named Jack Conway was digging up peat moss to burn in the winter for heating near his home in County Meath, Ireland, when he came across the find and took it to the nearby Cavan County Museum, which identified it as ancient butter. Opinions vary about why so-called bog butter is often found in locations like this. Some people think it was put there as an offering of appeasement to ancient gods, while others think it might have been a deliberate act of food processing designed to change the butter's chemical composition and enhance the taste. The lack of oxygen and high levels of acid inside peat bogs are perfect for preserving food, so storage is another option. For the record, we don't think we'd be brave enough to taste it.
Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, and you will be the first to know when a new video comes out. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.
I have answers if you have questions. Dental implants have up to a 98% success rate, providing affordable solutions. Aspen Dental. Book today.
Conventional archaeologists who dismiss the possibility of highly advanced civilizations in the remote past insist that they were built solely with the use of primitive tools and brute force. Some of the structures, or parts of them, could have been built in this way. However, a number of engineers have stated that some features would be difficult, if not impossible, to duplicate today.